What's going on today, guys? I might be a little rusty, but I just wanted to say hello and see how you guys are doing. Let you know what I've been carrying this past year almost religiously. And I'm going to make like a life update and stuff like that, maybe right after this video. So just stay tuned. But I know most of the people are here to check out knives and gear and stuff. So this is time proven gear that I've been carrying almost religiously for the past year. We're going to have some honorable mentions and things like that. It's probably not anything too groundbreaking for most of you who have been around the channel for a while, but really this video is just a reboot of my channel type video, and I just wanted to say hello. So this is my excuse to say hello to you guys. I really appreciate you if you're watching this, and I don't know, some of you guys have been there through thick and thin, and I've had some ups and downs and things like that and stuff to deal with, and we're doing okay, you know. Obviously things could be better, but things could always be a lot worse too. So, and I think that probably goes for most of us. So anyways, without further ado, let's just get into it. I want to tell you guys what I've been carrying for the past year, and knife-wise, almost without a doubt, again, no surprise by most of you, is this small Sebenza in Singo. And I did not clean up any of my stuff. I was going to take the time to clean up some of the knives, but then I was like, I don't have an hour to clean all these knives and to make sure they're all tip top. And plus, I think a lot of you guys don't care, but also to kind of see how I am not that great at maintenance with my own tools. I just don't. A knife to me in most of my gear is literally just a tool. I know, like, we are into the knife hobby and everything like that, but the maintenance side and taking it apart and cleaning it after every use and all that stuff, I'm not into that part of it. I know some people are. Some people just, they find it therapeutic to take their knife down and see, you know, what gunk is inside and clean it up and just make sure it's in the proper maintenance. And again, I should definitely do more of that. And I probably will do a live YouTube live video, and we'll do some knife maintenance and stuff like that. Again, I'm gonna shoot another video with what my plans are for the channel, and I don't know, my next few videos that I have planned. So there it is. Without a doubt, I've carried this almost every single day for the past year at some capacity. I may have went to work and carried it and then swapped it out when I got home or something like that, or on the weekends. Because I've carried this so much, I won't carry it on the weekends, obviously, because I can carry something else. But this just works so well. A lot of you guys already know I'm still in wine sales, and I was carrying, I didn't even bring any down here, but I was carrying slip joints for a lot of the time, and they are great tools, but time is money. So every time I'm making a display, a big wine display, and you'll see some tape and stuff like that on the tip of this, I don't want to take the time to slowly open it. Sometimes I'm holding boxes with my hand. I need to reach back, grab my knife, open it, and cut my box out. Sometimes my hands are full, and I just need a knife that works, that's not offensive, that just gets in there and gets the job done. And this is obviously one of the very best. I know there's newer Chris Reeves knives, but again, I've just been out of the game so long. I thought that would make for a fresh perspective on EDC and knife gear and stuff, just to see, like, you don't have to have the newest, latest, and greatest. Yes, that's fun, you know, but some of these tools are just built to last, and I just couldn't be more happy with this. You see the clip, and again, I nuked this knife a long, long time ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago now. And besides this clip scratched, You never know it. I do need to tighten that up a little. You hear it? So I need to undo that and bend it. Again, that's knife maintenance. That'll come on another video. So there it is. We will have honorable mentions, but that's the small Sebenza Insingo S35 VN version. Here's what it is. The next one is my wallet that I've been carrying nonstop. And again, no surprise, it's an Offenmere leather wallet. I do have almost all of his models. He's awesome and has just sent me a bunch of them. And you can see by the patina on these guys, I have carried all of them like crazy. And I just settled upon this quick draw wallet. I really like the size of it, that it matches up with this Hinder pen. Again, that's another thing that we'll talk about in a little bit. But the quick draw, again, let me make sure. All right. The quick draw is the same as the regular gun deck for the most part, but you have a couple extra layers for storage options. So the gun deck is just a little bit thinner, but the quick draw has the quick draw slot for your card. So when I have this in my pocket and I use a front right pocket, you can see how it's bent kind of towards my leg. I can reach in my pocket, pull my card out, slide it, and I can slide it back in without ever taking my wallet out. It's just, you know, you can take it out, but it's just quick and easy to get to and get out of. And then also one of my number one reasons is I can put my business cards right here. And they're nice and protected. And when I go to give a client a business card, pull the wallet out, I reach right in here, hand them a fresh and pristine business card. And, you know, it's just nice and smooth, streamlined. So this extra pocket for me and the quick draw really is worth the extra. And you can see the same stuff is kind of in here, and the length is just perfect. It's not too thick. Love the color. That's the green. And again, Offenmere leather gun deck quick draw is just the one that I've decided on. This is the original gun deck. This one was cut out of one piece of leather. I have a review somewhere on my channel with this one. And then you got some other ones. They're all great, but that quick draw just really is my favorite. I can say that after carrying all these. This, you keep your cash long ways, and then you fold your cash down. And it also has a quick draw spot. It's just not the same length as my Hinder pen, so there you go. So, and then you have this nice, very minimalistic. I like this a lot, but again, then that means I'm not really carrying a pen. So I just like this setup so much. And without really spoiling anything, I've been carrying the brass Hinder pen. I like the way the brass and everything looks, but the titanium probably is a better match to my Sebenza that I carry all the time. But for some reason, I somehow broke the clip off of that. I probably should just take this clip and put it on this one, and then have my brass. It's a lot, I mean, have the titanium over the brass. It's a lot lighter. I'd nuke this one as well. I do like the titanium one better. They're probably almost impossible to get unless he's still making the titanium. I'm not sure. Anyways. All right, so in sales, I am in and out of accounts all day long. I have to have point of sale stuff on me, and my planner and my duster and everything like that. And I have found this to be the perfect man bag available. This is the Nutsack Mag Satch. I've been carrying this every day for like 2 years. I carry it like across my chest, and it has the magnets there. I don't zip it because I carry my duster. This is a wine vendor, anybody duster. That's a duster. And then inside here, I'm still carrying this organizer here. I don't use it a whole lot. I probably could take that out. I have a little, what do I have in here? I didn't even know I have this. I think this is a little through night AAA flashlight here inside this organizer. Field notes, again, I could probably take this organizer out. I forget, I did a review on this. I carry it every single day. Kind of big and bulky though. I don't know if I quite need that organization in there. Got my double-sided tape, my planner, and then this will lead into my next thing. Obviously, I gotta have my planner. This is what I live and die off, this thing at work, just a regular Walmart planner. But here's the pen that I've been using, and it's just overtaken everything. I tried to carry fountain pens for a while, and they work, but they smear, and maybe I just didn't have the right ink. It just felt a little too, again, like carrying a slip joint over something that's just modern and just is fast and works all the time. This stays in my pocket, so I always do have a pen on me. But when I'm doing all my writing, again, I'm going for fast and quick and efficiency. The less time I waste somewhere doing something is more places that I can be, and that equals more money, obviously. So while this is great and it's a tactical pen and the lid's not coming off and you're set, and I love having this on me, I also love having just this plain old Parker Jotter pen that is just clicky. It works, bulletproof. It's not as thick and heavy duty as this. What I mean by bulletproof is I've been using it for years and it just works, and I could lose it and I'm not out but like 15 bucks. I took out the regular refill and put in that Fisher Space Pen refill. They come with these little caps. These refills come with caps to put in almost any clicky pen, and it just works. I can write upside down. My notebook could be a little wet. I could be taking somebody's number outside. I could have to write something on a business card on the top of the wall. I could have to sign an invoice or something like that where you need a ballpoint pen. That was another downfall of a fountain pen. So for me, this setup right here just works. Every single day for the past year has been pretty much this for my work days, and that's 5-6 days a week. I'm going to show you some other knives that I was carrying. I was gonna say knife options, but just like an honest truth bomb of what I've been carrying is this. It's not exciting, it's not anything new, but that's what it is. I guess some people may care, but most don't. Just an Apple Watch on a, I forget what that is. I bought that a NATO strap off of, was it County Com or something like that? And then I just had to get the bars in there. It's okay, it's a Series 2. It broke on me, Apple replaced it. I can feel myself definitely on Instagram pulling towards the G-Shocks and other watches, but I just have to resist because I will fall into a black hole. And I just don't want to do that right now. Like, I just finally got my gear to like streamline to like what I like and what works and all that. But I don't want to fall into looking at G-Shocks and collecting them and all that. I have a small collection now, but nothing like, you know, like falling into the hole. So here's what falling into the hole for knives looks like. Honorable mentions for everyday carry would definitely be this one. I took this on a trade, and I forget who it was that we traded for and what we even traded for. I can't remember now. Again, a little dirty. Should have cleaned it up, but this is real world. This is a McGinnis Proline Mini EXO. It's a 154 cm. I never did a review or anything on it. And it's nice. It's smooth, but I originally really liked it because of this blade shape. Is very reminiscent of the Small & Single, and even in size. Ultimately, I end up liking the Sebenza a little better. I can open it slow if I'm in front of a client or a customer or whatever. I like the clip a little better on this. I should do a full review on this knife. There's a lot of positive to say about it. There's just some personal quirks that I don't particularly love about it. So there it is. This is a drop.com knife, I believe. Again, they just do such a great job. Made in USA. If it's Pro line, I believe that's Jerry McGinnis's, at least originally. I believe his father, for the most part, was running the Pro line manufacturing. And then I think Jerry was still doing the sharpening and stuff on them. But I could be wrong, and times may have changed, and that may not be the case anymore. Nice. Again, I'll save it for the video. I don't understand this clip, how it's small and then gets wide. It doesn't match any lines of the knife. It just seems to be a weird shape just to be a weird shape. I don't like the way it catches the pocket right there. Whenever a pocket clip, again, probably the worst offender would be the SNG. So anyways, we're getting a little long-winded, but you guys know how I do. So this I probably carried for 2 months in a row, like almost every day. Even on the weekends, I was still carrying this. It just worked. I really do love CPM 154. When it's heat treated right, it's a great knife steel. It's proven. I'm sure there's a lot better now, but it's just good. Awesome blade length. Look how much you get, a little extra cutting edge length, but it is just a little bit longer in overall. So it's, you know what I mean? It's in the same size category of the Sebenza, but not. And it's a flipper. Pretty much drop shot. Great detent. He did a really good job. Look at the lockup on that. Good job. There's not much to complain about. I just like the small Sebenza better. Who would have thought? So anyways, let's move on. So the weekend knives. Weekends usually include house repairs, doing things around the house. And, you know, if I'm doing any sort of home improvement job, am I outside doing yard work or something like that? Obviously, the Mannix lightweight with S110V, very dirty, needs to get touched up. I could probably touch all of these knives up, and maybe we'll save that for a live video later on in the YouTube reboot. I did order a knife sharpening bridge. Had my wife give me this. What do they call these? I forget what they call these. Lexan things. But I got a knife sharpening bridge to put water in. And then we can sharpen with water on both sides, knife bridge, and we will be sharpening right here. Our Spyderco. Man, I need to clean this too. We'll be right here sharpening. With my water here on my bridge. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great. Anyways, I need to sharpen this. It's gonna be a bear. S110V. I assume we're going to need diamonds for that one. So doing all sorts of things around the house. You can't find a better knife personally. Yes, you're not prying with it, but it will cut everything great. Next thing, we're out grocery shopping, something like that. Want to carry something nice, you know, with a larger cutting edge, a little bit bigger knife, but still something awesome. Is it Sleesh Bowie? I don't know. Again, Action needs to be cleaned. I've cut a lot of crap with this. Stuff has rolled in the pivot. Lockup still awesome. Wire clip. These, I told you guys and told you guys and told you guys, are awesome knives. Spyderco discontinued them, and now you see new in box ones going on eBay for like extremely high amounts of money, like $800 crazy. I don't know if they're still that high, but unbelievable. I wish I would have grabbed 2 or 3 of these. I don't see this one breaking, but it would be nice to have 1 or 2 in boxes just in case something ever happened to this one. It's almost so unbelievably high that I almost don't want to carry this out, but I do. You know what I mean? But it's almost, out of all of my knives, I've never really even had a conscious like thought to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't put this in my pocket today. What if I lose it? But this one, I truly feel like that. And I even I'm talking about, like, I've had Damascus regular large Sebenzas that are now probably $2,000. But even at the time, 10 years ago, they were super rare when the regulars were discontinued. I wish I would have never got rid of that knife. I don't know if any of you guys remember that one. But anyways, usually that's my first thought. If we're going somewhere, we're not going to be gone for very long. Sometimes I'll put this big beast in my pocket just because it's fun. I mean, in theory, I might put it in my pocket because I think they're a little illegal in North Carolina. So, I mean, I don't, but I maybe would think about putting that in my pocket and carrying it out in public. Wink, wink, right? You hear me? You hear me? You know what I mean? And that's just the Microtech switch. This is from their first run of them. And I believe this has something crazy like M390 on it. It needs to be sharpened. You can see I cut stuff with it. I don't baby any of my knives. All right, so just continuing down the line just to speed things up and you guys will understand where I'm coming from. This is almost in order. I mean, if I'm not carrying, and it's mostly this one now, it would have been this one, and then weekend stuff this, housework this, for fun, being silly. Theoretically, I don't carry it out, wink wink, but maybe that one. And then it probably went like this. Still love that Sebenza. What is this, the 25? I forget. Nuked as well. This has also had anodizing stuff done on it. And then it went something like this. These are all about the same. This was that ProTech from drop.com with the Fear and Forge collaboration. I forget what knife that is. And then still, this is one of my favorites. This is the CC Strider SNG. You can see I've chipped the tip on that like crazy. Are some of you guys cringing? When I tell you I use my knives, and I can't remember if I was prying staples or something when I was doing our floor upstairs. I think actually that's what I was doing. So still holding up pretty well. I don't know what Strider's doing anymore. I've been out of the knife game for so long. Look, you can see all my pocket lint and everything in there. Just kind of funny. I should have cleaned up my knives and I look like such a slob in front of you guys, but whatever. And also, still love carrying this one. If I'm doing stuff around the house, sometimes I will trade these 2 knives out just because how awesome the Paramilitary 2 is. And then you got this one. This is the 204P Sprint Run version. Again, very need to do some knife maintenance. I'm almost embarrassed. Love this one too. Again, you guys have seen most of these knives for a long time. And then this is the Warncliffe small XM18 that I redid years and years ago. So that's it. These knives right here were like kind of for fun side. And this was pretty much my last year's get down to business type EDC. You would find 90% of the time, if you stop me anywhere I was, it would be one of these knives. I probably should have brought out my Ultra Tech dagger. It stays on my nightstand, but I don't really use it every day. But it's one of the knives that's in my vision and like I handle almost every day. I should have brought it down here. But anyways, I have a lot more videos planned again, of course. I don't want to promise anything. I don't want you guys like waiting to see if I've posted anything. If you do, awesome. Thank you so much for the support. I don't know who would still be hanging out at 25 minutes, but it just really does mean the world to me that anybody would even have any interest at all. I realize at this point, it would pretty much be a channel reboot, meaning that I'm starting back at zero. I would have to look at it at that mindset is that I'm back at zero. There's a lot more players in the YouTube space now for knives. And I think that's great. I mean, there's definitely enough interest here for me to hop back in and just talk to you guys and you know, see what's going on. I could still contact companies and see if they want to send me anything for review, even if it's a loaner. I know that some of you guys are willing to send me knives, so that would be an option too. But I'm getting into what I wanted to cover on my next video, and that will be what my current plans right now for the channel will be. So stay tuned. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.